Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Legend has it we could be legends, etched in the stone, forever on thrones. Histories made in the moments. Heroes collide, it's all on the line with our backs against the wall. We came to fight. We came to take province beyond. There's no place to hide.
The winner is Kansas State. K-State is offering the best quality of life in the country.
The student experience here at K-State is unmatched anywhere. And we're creating impact every single day.
Wildcat Nation, we the best! It is amazing what you can accomplish when you do it out of a motive of love and joy and passion.
Ty Zentner comes out there with a smile.
From here on out, expect to win.
Good! It's good! Third Big 12 championship.
Jerome Tang sets it up, going for the line. The Wildcats are headed for the Elite Eight.
Good morning. Please remain standing while Claire Severance, a senior in music education, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Claire. You may be seated. Good morning. I am Debbie Mercer, Dean of the College of Education, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2023 College of Education Commencement. As we begin our program this morning, I am privileged to introduce members of the platform party. I ask them to stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until the entire group has been introduced. Beginning on your far right, we have Roger Schifferich, Assistant Dean of Education. Brandon Haddock, Diversity and Multicultural Student Affairs Representative. Claire Severance, Vocalist. Kindlin Furu-Kowa, Student Commencement Speaker. Todd Goodson, Associate Dean of Education and Curriculum and Instruction Department Chair. Marshall Stewart, Senior Vice President for Executive Affairs, University Engagement and Partnerships, and Chief of Staff. And on my right, Cindy Couchman, Commencement Speaker. Charles Tabor, Executive Vice President and Provost. Adam Walker, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, and James Alberto, Instructor in Curriculum and Instruction. Thank you. You may be seated. This day truly would not be possible without the conscientious, caring, and rigorous attention of a dedicated faculty. I am honored to introduce our faculty, and I ask them to stand and remain standing, and once again, hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mark Elner, Kaylin Hoppy, Eder Indrego, Leah McKeeman, Dustin Merritt, Nicole Merritt, Angie Messer, Kaylee Myers, Beth Pisnell, Amber Rios, Vicki Sherbert, and I also recognize those faculty members serving as marshals: Lotta Larson, Suzanne Perath, Jim Teagarden, Pedro Espinoza, Sherry Martini, and Tawny Martinez. Thank you. You may be seated. My appreciation to our dedicated faculty. I would also like to thank David Ochner, Senior in Electrical Engineering, for providing the organ music for today's ceremony, and Jason Frazier for providing the bagpiping music. This year, we continue a special tradition during commencement by recognizing outstanding College of Education graduates. Dr. Todd Goodson, Associate Dean and Department Chair of Curriculum and Instruction, will recognize graduates who have received outstanding undergraduate student awards.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. Today we have the opportunity to honor our outstanding undergraduate students. We know you are well prepared as knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision makers who will greatly impact your future students, schools, and communities. As I read each outstanding graduate's name, will you please stand and be recognized for your achievement? Each semester we present 2 outstanding future teacher awards, one in elementary education and the other in secondary education. This award recognizes outstanding future teachers who demonstrate excellence during their professional clinical experiences as supported and documented by their cooperating teachers, university supervisors, and/or clinical instructors. Olivia Kennedy is recognized. Olivia is recognized as this semester's Future Teacher Award for Elementary Education. Alex Como. Alex is recognized as this semester's Future Teacher Award recipient for Secondary Education. She's a graduate in Art Education. Each semester, faculty identifies several students to receive the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. This award recognizes their outstanding scholarship and leadership in college, campus, and community activities. Each of these students exemplifies the meaning of being a knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision maker, thereby reflecting the best qualities of all of our graduates. Sarah Coffrin, Elementary Education. Kindle Furukawa, Elementary Education. Kendall Nordis, in Secondary English Education. Each year, the Kansas State Department of Education recognizes teachers of promise from each of the teacher education programs in the state. Earlier this semester, these teachers of promise were recognized by the Kansas State Department of Education. Hannah Hobart, Hannah was recognized as the Elementary Education Teacher of Promise, and Katie Whitley. Katie was recognized as the Secondary Education Teacher of Promise. She is a graduate in Math Education. Congratulations to all of our outstanding undergraduate students.
Thank you, Dr. Goodson. I am pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, Cindy Couchman. Cindy is currently the superintendent of Buhler USD 313 schools. She's a 34-year veteran in education, and her career is marked by unwavering dedication and numerous accolades. During her 26 years of teaching high school mathematics at Concordia High School and Buhler High School, Cindy was recognized with many awards, including the 2009 Kansas Teacher of the Year. She was a national finalist for the Presidential Awards for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching and a finalist for the Horace Mann Teaching Excellence Award. Couchman was inducted into the Teachers Hall of Fame in 2014. Her commitment to excellence and lifelong learning is evidenced by her achievement of National Board Certification in Young Adult Mathematics, a prestigious honor held by educators who exemplify the highest standards of teaching. In her current role as superintendent of Buhler USD 313, she continues to lead and inspire, promoting teacher leadership and collaborative decision-making. Couchman received both her bachelor's degree in secondary education and her master's degree in educational administration from Kansas State University. I am proud to present Cindy Couchman.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you all today. I have 4 to 6 minutes to share a little wisdom with you, and since anyone that knows me knows I run late to everything that I do, I probably better just jump right in. Dean Mercer, you work your booty off to make the College of Exceptional. As a KSU grad, I want to make you proud by applying a few items that I learned at Kansas State University. So in true educator fashion, I will be stating my objective, doing checks for understanding throughout, and ending with a quiz. So this is participation. So get ready, pay attention. Today is the beginning of your journey in education. In the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, the second habit is to begin with the end in mind. So beginning today with the end in mind, my objective is to give you 4 tips that you will hopefully make your end, or in other words, your legacy, one that you can be proud of. So let's review the objective. Hope you're ready. How many tips will you need to remember? 4. Good job. Dean Mercer, you told me this was an outstanding class, and already they're nailing it. Okay, we're going to get more enthusiastic with the answers. Okay, here we go. All right. Easily remembered acronyms are useful in memory recall. So to help us with the memory recall of each word of advice today, each word is going to begin with the word L. Not sure which way you see that. So the first L stands for love. Love your students. Sometimes that means loving them through dating problems, loving them through a parent's divorce, or all too frequently, loving them through the loss of a loved one. Each student comes to your room with a unique set of talents, disabilities, and issues. Success isn't measured with the money or the material things, but instead measured with love, joy, and the lives you're able to touch, the lives you're able to help. Loving someone that you don't know very well requires to see the value in them. Do you see these 2 $5 bills? One is crisp and can stand on its own. It's ready to stand on its own without much support. The other is faded. It has had a hard life and needs help to stand on its own. But both of these have the same value. Each student that comes into your room is like these $5 bills. They all look and act different, but each one of them has the same value and needs love. So this is the first of your check for understanding. What is the first L word you need to remember? Well done, well done. Remember, be nice, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle. The second L stands for listen. It is hard to do love without listening. When students come to your classroom, they first may think they will be the ones listening to why you talk. But as a teacher, always strive to listen to what your students have to say. They are full of jokes and funny stories and sad stories, dreams and hope. When you listen to your students, you will be inspired. I have students that are changing the world. They are working to stop human trafficking. I have students have supplied a school in Africa with computers. They have worked in orphanages, are helping to provide clean water to communities, running for public office, fostering students, and most importantly, teaching. Be intentional with your listening. Make time to sit down with each student and ask them questions about their life, dreams, and how they learn. It is an investment in time that will return to you threefold. So here's your second check for understanding. What was the first word? Love, yes. What was the second word? So love and listen. Great job. Now a listen quote from Carl A. Menninger. When we are listened to, it creates us, makes us unfold, and expand. The third L, learn. In order to love, you must listen. And when you listen, you will learn. Be inquisitive. See each failure, each success, each experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. School is all about learning, and as an instructor, I always want to model that learning for my students. That means sharing books you have read with them, learning new things about technology, often from them, and being vulnerable enough to try new things you have learned and risking failure. My students knew I was constantly learning and new teaching strategies and exploring my own teaching philosophy on homework and mindset. It is exhilarating when a student embraces that learning with you. Recently, a previous student shared me about the potential for artificial intelligence in the classroom, and he shared his new learning with me. And that is when teaching is awesome. So the third check for understanding, here we go. We're up to three words to remember. The first word, The second word? And the third one? Love, listen, learn. Super, you're almost there, which means I'm almost done. The next is a learning quote. You are the same today as you will be in 5 years, except for 2 things, the people you meet and the books you read. Continue learning. So this brings us to the 4th L, which is one of my favorites, laughter. Laugh at your mistakes. Laugh at the silly jokes. Laugh at the technology that doesn't work when it's needed. Laugh with your students, your colleagues. Find the joy in your journey. Play some jokes on your colleagues or your dean. And share the most funny stories with them. Laughter enhances your intake of oxygen. It stimulates your heart, lungs, and muscles, and increases the endorphins that are released by your brain. Laughter even activates and relieves your stress response. Being happy in your profession will make you a better teacher, a better spouse, a better parent, and a better person. So here's the ending quiz. Here we go. These are the 4 words I wanted to remember from my stated objective. The first word. The second word. The third word. The 4th word. Okay, let's repeat those words together. Ready? Love, listen, learn, laugh. Great job. Dean Mercer, these kids really are ready to graduate. Well done. But there is, as every student asks, but is there extra credit? Well, yes, there is. I'm so glad you asked. The bonus 5th L, legacy. Each of us in life creates a legacy. Recently, I was asked in an interview, what are you most proud of in your career? The answer is easy. It is how many of my students become teachers. These students, like each of you, will be teaching my grandkids and my great-grandkids, and I am confident that we are leaving our future, in generations of our future, in very good hands. But we don't create a legacy on our own. We are all part of each other's legacy. I have many people that are a part of mine, my mentors, my Board of Education supporters, my colleagues, my friends, and my family, which is up there. Hey, family. It is through these relationships that we achieve our greatest accomplishment, as no one does anything alone. For if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And this may be the end of your undergraduate studies, but it is the beginning of your legacy. And that legacy starts now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Are you inspired now? Yes. To extend remarks on behalf of the students of our college, I'm pleased to introduce Kendallin Furuqua, an elementary education graduate from St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, thank you, Dean Mercer, and thank you, friends, family members, faculty, alumni, and fellow graduates for being here today. It is an honor to be your student speaker for the graduating class of 2023. It's crazy how most of us met over Zoom, and here we are today, about to start the next chapter of our lives and teach future generations of students. Let's go back to our freshman year and reflect on the question we were asked time and time again. Why did you decide to become a teacher? The answer is never many, we know that, but I want you to take a few moments to remember your why. Now that you've thought about your why, I want to share the reason why I am standing here today. If you don't know, I have a younger brother on the autism spectrum named Indy. As a child, Indy was nonverbal, hated change and school, and wouldn't even leave his stroller when we took him to Disney World. However, if you meet him now, he expresses his wants and needs in sentences, loves going to school, is so funny, and will say yes to almost any adventure you put in front of him. But this growth didn't just happen overnight. It took years. His teachers never gave up on him because they saw his potential and they brought it out of him. I saw the positive changes in him and was determined to pay it forward by becoming a teacher. To Indy's teachers, I say thank you, not only for changing his life, but for changing mine as well. Kansas State has made us reflect on what is important about being a teacher, but the one thing that has been drilled into our heads is relationships. You may forget what you've learned in most of your classes, but you will never forget the relationships you built along the way. For example, you probably remember your first time doing the Wabash Cannonball with your friends freshman year, or who you were with during your first trip to the Ville, legally, of course. But most importantly, you will never forget the people who reminded you that you had an assignment due at 11:59 p.m. These relationships have changed their lives, and it's important to remember that the relationships we build with our students can impact their lives forever. Remember, you don't have to face this new chapter alone, and with you today are your peers who know what you are going through and want to make a difference just like you do. As you embark on your journey as a new teacher, I want you to remember this quote. Students are only 20% of our population, but 100% of our future. You have the ability to shape students' lives just like how Indy's teachers shaped mine. Build relationships, be a student's why, and always remember, go Cats. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023.
Thank you, Kindlin. Kansas State University believes in you. Upon graduation, you become a lifelong member of the K-State family. Our nationally acclaimed Alumni Association will serve as your primary connection to the university. To welcome you with a special announcement, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Adam Walker, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. It's almost that time. Well, I'm really excited to join you today to officially welcome you as part of the K-State Alumni family and a part of the K-State Alumni Association. As an alum, you join a network of more than 207,000 living alumni. Our mission at the association is to lead and inspire lifelong involvement that will benefit the university and all K-Staters. Our core values guide us in this mission to keep you connected to K-State, or simply put, reach, connect, and serve. Most important value is connect. We provide the lifelong connection alumni desire. Through the association, you can stay in touch, relive and reminisce those K-State memories through hundreds of watch parties, pre-games, alumni activities around campus, the country, internationally, and even virtually. Another value is tradition. You will likely celebrate a few traditions this weekend, as the first time you sing the alma mater as a new graduate, or the KSU photos on campus, or Aggieville. The final value I'd like to talk to you today is about purple. For K-Stater, it's more than a color, right? It's a symbol of pride, connection, and family. You feel it every day. You put on that favorite hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, or you feel it when you're outside of Manhattan and see that K-State purple. In recognition of your graduation, the College of Education, Dean Mercer, and along with the K-State Alumni Association, are providing you with a complimentary one-year membership to the association. We hope you enjoy the benefits, such as the K-Stater magazine, discounts, events, and special connection we provide, and we ask you to remain committed afterwards. As K-State alumni, we're some of the most loyal in the nation. In fact, the association ranks in the top 10 nationally in terms of percent of graduates who are members. That loyalty is shared by generations of K-Staters who have the same passion you have today for one of the finest universities in the nation. It's truly a special place. Lastly, we're pleased to present with you a business card holder. Display it proudly, and as you move throughout your career, maybe different titles or addresses, make sure you stay in touch and keep connected through K-State. Again, congratulations. Go Cats.
Thank you, Adam. Now it is time for the most important single event of this morning's ceremony. Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees in elementary education, secondary education, and educational studies please rise? I'm happy to introduce Dr. Charles Tabor, Executive Vice President and Provost of Kansas State University, for the conferral of degrees.
By the authority granted me by the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I'm pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. You may move the tassel to the left side of your mortarboards. You are now graduates of Kansas State University. Congratulations.
Thank you, Provost Tabor, and congratulations to all candidates of the class of December 2023. We'll now proceed with the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. Will the graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education please remain standing? And secondary education and educational studies graduates, please be seated. Graduates, your recognition on stage is a culmination of many hours of hard work and dedication. I will make the presentations and be assisted by Mr. James Alberto, our reader, and I'm especially pleased that Provost Tabor and Senior Vice President and Chief of Staff Marshall Stewart will be joining me in congratulating each of you. Please follow the directions of your faculty marshals.
The following students are candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Cameron Michael Manfield. Abby Lynn Morgan, magna cum laude. Samantha Marie Bartels, magna cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Irvin, magna cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Bachelor, magna cum laude. Hannah Christine Hobart, magna cum laude. Tess Amelia Garvin, summa cum laude. Ainsley Ann Thomas, cum laude. Olivia Grace Kennedy, summa cum laude. Samantha Jean Harden, summa cum laude. Lauren T. Hall. Ashley Shannon Kurtz, summa cum laude. Destiny Starr. Kristen Keeley Tira, magna cum laude. Riley Elise Baldwin, cum laude. Tiffany Jackson. Emily Ann Eilert, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Ray Lilich. Ashley Jacqueline Summers, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Sweatland. Hannah Kanigi. Irish Lee Ingram, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Stringfellow, cum laude. Alyssa Renee Keating, cum laude. Kate Ann Margaret Penrose. Kendallin Li Ming Furukawa, summa cum laude. Jenna Marie Gazaway. Brittany Ann Schrog. Cassidy Lynn Huff. Alex Hockett. Sarah Marie Cogren, summa cum laude. Sarah Christina Coletti. Morgan Caroline May, magna cum laude. Catherine Ireland O'Keefe.
Please join me in congratulating our elementary education graduates. Please be seated. Will the graduates with Bachelor of Science degrees in secondary education and educational studies please rise and remain standing?
The following students are degree candidates for Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education. Katie Ann Whitley, magna cum laude. Sarah Annabelle Hook. Alexandra Jo Como, magna cum laude. Blake Brogdon. Kenneth Edward Herrenbrook. Derek Scott Thompson. Daniel Lyndon Rule. Eric Todd Gregerson. Selene Gallegos. Henry Patrick Jude Vitus Robinson VIII. Anthony Hurla. Blake Hugo Porting. Kendall Jane Dreward Nordis. Chloe Eleanor Snow, summa cum laude. Jessica Eleanor Moore. Annalise Christine Mock. Jaden Ashley Gittel, magna cum laude. Jillian Grace Dunlay, summa cum laude. The following students are degree candidates for Bachelor of Science in Educational Studies. Jerry Ann Noel Holt. Abigail Louise Buffington, cum laude. Sandy Van Meter, summa cum laude. Audrey Elizabeth Hahn. Meredith Suzanne Wires. Christine Elizabeth Davis. Courtney Hahn. Michelle Quinn Lay. Nicole Marie Harvey.
Please join me in congratulating our secondary education and educational studies graduates. You may be seated. We thank all parents and guests for attending today. Your support helped your special graduate succeed in this academic journey. Immediately after the ceremony, please join us at Bluemont Hall for the ringing of the Bluemont Bell, a special tradition for our EdCats. Now, please stand and join us as Claire Severance leads the 2023 graduates in the singing of the alma mater for the first time as alumni of Kansas State University, immediately followed by the Wabash Cannonball.
I know a spot that I love full well. 'Tis not in forest, nor yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell. I think of the alma mater. KSU will carry the banner high. KSU, long, long may the colors fly. Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
Congratulations, EdCats! Will the platform party, faculty, and graduates prepare for the recessional march? The graduates will recess up the stairs to where friends and family members may join them on the concourse. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this special event. Go Cats!